So, welcome back to the into the Infinityverse, where I talk about little behind-the-scenes things for the Infinityverse, the fanfiction shared universe that me and my friend Jason Voorhees 2011 are working on. And today I'm going to be talking a little bit about, and I'll do a follow-up video at some point because I don't want to spoil everything about this. And I try my best because we have our own lives and we're trying to build this universe. Right now, every story we're kind of doing right now is in a 3-month time gap in between the third and fourth chapters of Dark Phoenix, because there's this 3-month time gap. So we're filling in all these spaces for the 3-month time gap. That's where the story Mystic Wars is going on. That's where No Road Home is taking place, and the current spotlights and the mini series, as well as the few other things. So we're kind of filling in the gaps for that 3 months, because a lot can happen in 3 months. Anyway, so let's get started with talking about this, because yeah, I'm pretty sure after some of you who read the Wendy Spotlight in Infinityverse Spotlights are probably wondering what's going on here. Now, I'm not going to spoil everything about this, but there are some tidbits I'm going to talk about here and there. Anyway, so yes, for those who read the Wendy Spotlight, or if you don't care, and yeah, it's fanfiction, I'm sure spoilers are, people are kind of superfluous to spoilers on this, but anyway, in the Infinityverse fanfiction, in this universe's canon, Wendy's mother is the Baroness from G.I. Joe. Yep, one of the top lieutenants of Cobra. She is the mother to not only Wendy, but also her 3 younger brothers. Now, there is a whole... I'm going to later on talk about a storyline that is going to center around Wendy coming to terms and finding out and coming to terms with this revelation that her mother essentially is this terrorist, essentially, and very high-profile terrorist. And also, of course, why did you have me and leave me? Why did you leave my dad for Destro? And why did you even bother coming to Gravity Falls and be with my dad? So there's going to be a whole backstory regarding that. But yeah, and you may be thinking, why have all the characters Baroness chosen to be this universe's Wendy's mother? Why was she chosen to be Wendy's mother in this continuity? Well, because it was kind of in a weird way, it made sense to at least me and Jason. It made sense that Baroness being Wendy's mom made sense. If we wanted someone who was cunning and vicious and could be a physical opponent, and someone who was, cunning as well as intelligent, much like Wendy herself, we wanted someone who could embody that. What Wendy is this strong, very independent, very cunning, and very tough as nails woman. And I look no further than Baroness Anastasia DeCobry. That's Baroness's real name, is Anastasia DeCobry. But I digress. So the Baroness in this continuity is her mother, and there is going to be a whole backstory as to why and how she came to be with Wendy's mother, Dan, as well as a whole story regarding that fallout that Wendy discovers of her mom being one of the most wanted people in here. Now, the other major aspect of this is that Wendy is still unaware that her mother is the Baroness. Now, the Baroness does know that Wendy is her daughter, and she does have she did have a previous family, and she's trying to keep them hidden. She's trying to keep them hidden from Cobra, and more importantly, hidden from Destro, for obvious reasons. She's less worried about what Cobra Commander would do, and more concerned what Destro would do if he found out that his love had had an entire family that he didn't know about. And Destro is not exactly a, sharing type person with any of his things. And Baroness is one of his things, according to him. So So that would be a dangerous situation if Destro ever discovered it. And also if Cobra Commander ever discovered it. Because, yeah, that's leverage he can use to keep Baroness under his thumb. So, Anastasia, I keep trying to say Natasha, because I've been reading a Black Widow comic, but Anastasia is trying to keep part of her life hidden, while at the same time watch over it, because, yeah, it's a tough job being a mom, and she could easily cut them out of her life, but there's a part of her is like, damn it, they're my kids. Damn it, she's my daughter, and she's really good at it. She's really good, and plus, if I could turn her to my side, I would have the perfect protege. She'd be the perfect protege to me. And technically, for those who remember, Baroness, that's not just a title, that's not just a code name. Baroness is what she is. Anastasia is actually a baroness of a small country. And ergo, Wendy is therefore, since she is Anastasia's daughter, she is entitled to that same title, as well as the fortune that the Baroness's family has. So, yeah, she's an heiress, in a way, to everything Baroness owns. So, there you go. Again, I'll go further into that story at some point, but not yet. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to kind of talk about all this on here. Now, the other major thing is that there are some other characters in here that are related, but not every character is related, guys. There are characters who are like descendants or ancestors to different characters, because, yeah, the future and past, you can have who knows who you have on your family tree. And another revelation we had in the Wendy Spotlight that I had is that, yeah, Stan has a daughter. And is it a character? Yes. Is it a character I'm going to spoil here and now? No. But I will give you this little hint. Stan's daughter in this universe has got quite the mouth on her. So I'll leave it at that. She's got quite the mouth on her, and she is very much like her father in this universe. She's also a better shot, though. Anyway, so that's all I'm gonna say on that regard. There's also a few other bloodlines here and there that I wanted to do. There's also one, since we've been kind of talking about the Candyman a lot, and this one I need to run by with Jason first. There's an idea I had of one of the characters being a descendant of Daniel Robitaille, who is, of course, the Candyman. Robitaille, and you may be thinking, wait, how does he have descendants? Because he kind of got it on with a plantation owner's daughter, if you remember the movies, and that kind of led to some discrepancies. Putting it a little lightly, but it didn't turn out well for Daniel, or anyone else who screwed Daniel over, for that matter. But I digress. So anyway, yeah, but I haven't run that part over with Jason yet. But like I said, don't worry. This isn't going to be a tired out trope. It's like, oh, you're secretly such and such's parent, or this person's daughter or son. It's not going to be like that at all. But there are some characters we were looking at that are like, yeah, they're kind of like this character, and you could totally see them as a sibling or parent or child of that character. And the way that the universe kind of set up for the Infinityverse was set up, it kind of made sense, and how we did Cobra it made a lot more sense the more Jason and I thought about it. I was like, yeah, it makes total sense for Baroness to be Wendy's mom. Like, it makes total sense on a character level and a timeline level for her to be that, to be her mother. So yeah, also Stan, like I said, we're going to reveal Stan's daughter later on, and again, if I get the okay with Jason and kind of talk out like, oh, this is who I want to have as Robitaille's or / the Candyman's descendant, then yeah, that'll happen as well. Another side thing is that what was I gonna say? Sashi from Pen Zero Part-Time Hero, she's got some heroic bloodline in her too. Again, not going to spoil that one, but I will say that it's a character from Inuyasha. Not Kagome. Oh, screw it, it's Sango. I mean, it just made sense. Like, if you know, I'm pretty sure everyone in the comments section was already going to guess Sango, so I was like, screw it, she is Sango's descendant. And ergo, she's Sango Moroku's great, 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 great granddaughter. Anyway, so yeah, that was kind of the idea for all of this. Just kind of talk about this, and like I said, when we do more reveals about bloodlines and legacies and what have you, then I'll do another video regarding more characters and their ties and why those characters were picked to be as such. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed this video. I thought it'd be kind of fun. I know that was kind of for those who read the Wendy Spotlight in Infinityverse Spotlights, that was a big reveal of having, oh shit, the Baroness, one of the most dangerous villainesses in the world, is this badass redhead's mother. How is that going to play out? So I figured it'd be kind of fun to talk about that. But anyway, so once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.